Hello, I'm doing my makeup for work. I already have my base on and I'm gonna show you how I cover up my tattoos. Now the foundation I use is the Milani Conceal+Perfect. So I start with that and then I'm gonna go in with a green color corrector and I'm gonna just go in like that. So you can kind of see like where my moon is, and I'm gonna go in and do it for the dagger as well. I'm just gonna cover up all of them today again, just for funsies, switch it up. So obviously I covered up my tattoos so far. I let this dry and then I'm gonna go over it with concealer and then some pressed powder, but I'm gonna go ahead and start doing my other makeup real quick. How unprofessional of me. The shade I use for my foundation is Ivory. I'm gonna start off with like my under eyes. I do the Lavender pressed powder by Kimchi. I'm just gonna go on the line of my bag like that and kind of just put it on the line to brighten this up, and I'm gonna drag it upward. I'm gonna switch it up today and use a different contour shade for my under eye and to kind of wing it out a little bit. This is a Sephora shade. It's like a fair to light shade. It's cooler tone. Just gonna wing that out kind of to match this side a little bit. I've been trying to work on my under eye bags with facial exercises and gua sha, some oils, but it takes time to undo this amount of sleep debt. Gonna blend that out a little bit more, but I also just had so much mucus in my body. Like, you guys don't even want to know how long I've been working on that for. And smoking every single day, marijuana did not help, especially because in my ex's house, I wasn't allowed to smoke inside, which I respected, but I smoked a pen, which is not good for you. It's so much worse, especially because they can have like pesticides in them, but I think anything with like a battery is just not good for the human lungs. But with that being said, I didn't realize that the mucus needs to come out. You cannot swallow that. So this is years and years of damage I've been working on between smoking and then the mucus. I've also done some lung detoxes too, and I drink a lot of tea now, and I'm still working through that. I know that jumping is super helpful. I did want to get like one of those mini trampolines, but I have so much shit in my house right now that I just be jumping, to be honest. Part of regulating my nervous system is not impulse buying anything that comes to mind off of Amazon. So I also have a jump rope. Ooh, here we go. So I just went in with some e.l.f. concealer. I'm going to let that dry a little bit, and then I'm going to go around and pat it to blend it, but leave the actual part unblended, if that makes sense.
Also, say hello to Mama's baby. He decided to get in my lap. There he is.
I honestly figured once I get everything situated in my house, if I still want one, I will get one. But there's no need to add to the mess when I'm still trying to sort everything out. And having a dirty house definitely stresses me out. It puts me in a weird state just because of how I grew up. So I'm trying to not do that. And I live on my own, so I'm the only one to blame here. Okay, now that's blended. I'm gonna let it dry even more, and then I'm gonna set it on both sides. I hung up some more decor. However, I bought this double-sided tape because I wasn't sure how to mount this one picture just because it's a bit larger, and how I had it hung up at the other place, it was like with the command strip. So I bought this double-sided tape to try out and hung it up. It's definitely slightly slanted, but I feel like that is very much on brand for me and is really difficult to get off. So I kind of said, fuck it. Like, I live here, and if anyone wants to complain about it, they can fix it. I'm very much in my feminine right now. I am open to receiving all the help I can get. I'm going to go in with my white eyeshadow again into my inner corners and my brow bone. I still have some oddities I need to hang up, like my 2 bull skulls, and my old manager actually lives really close to me and offered to help, and I think I'm gonna take it because it's just been like sitting in my living room, so why not? I also don't have power tools yet. Thinking about getting some. I'm not really sure why I need them, but I think I'm gonna be building things, so might as well get some at some point. But until then, I'll take the help. I'm just adding more dimension underneath. This is kind of like a blue, gray, blackish shade. I'm just putting it underneath my waterline and blending it out because I'm going to do like a wing this way, which I'm going to do liquid eyeliner. I'm going in with this white highlight shade, and then I'm going to go in with my Kimchi Pearl Gone Wild highlighter. I'm honestly gonna finger dab it all over my eyelids. I just noticed that there's more fallout whenever I do it on a brush, and honestly, I have makeup wipes for a reason. That thing is so pretty. I feel like this already looks so good, but I'm still gonna do some eyeliner. I wanna look like a little goth fairy, but I'm gonna be real careful to not make this too thick. So I'm gonna, I think, that. I think that's about right. I'm gonna like fill that in real quick. Just a side note, I've been looking for this brush for so long, and it was in this one palette for an ADHD girly. Makes sense, makes a lot of sense. I'm gonna smudge this a little bit with that bluish shade. Kind of drag that some. Do a little inner corner action. Like that. And pretty much anytime I do liquid eyeliner, it's gonna be the e.l.f. eyeliner. Well, I mean like the black eyeliner. I'm gonna go in with this NYX Epic Wear white eyeliner to kind of highlight the inner corner some. Okay. Do a little line like that. To open up my eye a little bit more, I did a line right here, so I'm gonna follow suit. Kind of make it look a little bit more bright. Now I'm gonna set where I covered up my tattoos first, and then I'm gonna go all around with the banana powder. I'm gonna go in with the Wet n Wild Pinch Me Pink blush. It's one of my favorites, and it's cheap as fuck. Gonna keep on pushing that in a little bit. I love this because it has like such a pretty shimmer. I'm just gonna blend it out with a little bit of the banana powder so it's not as intense. Because I did put too much, that was definitely my bad. I'm gonna highlight again with the kimchi, pressing it into my cheekbones. Gonna add some freckles. So I'll usually do this and just kind of blend it a little bit. Okay, that's all done. I'm gonna spray to set my face, do some mascara, and put a little bit of a lash on. Just curled my eyelash, so I'm gonna go ahead and do some mascara, and then I'll do my lash. Here's the look before the lashes. Okay, now I have the lashes on, and for the final touch, I'm going to put the Magical Guardians Lunar Series palette. It is a little bit broken on the inside, so I won't be able to show, but I'm going to be using this shade Shooting Star underneath my waterline. I'm just going to keep on dabbing a little bit underneath. And this is the final look. I will add all the products I use below in the description. I hope you guys have a wonderful night.